I want to begin by asking a simple question many Americans quietly avoid whenever payday arrives, and tension silently rises inside them. Have you ever wondered why your paycheck disappears faster than you can figure out where the money actually went afterward? Maybe you earn decent income already, yet your balance never seems to rise and barely survives long enough to matter. You work hard every single week, yet your bank balance stays frustratingly close to zero far more often than expected. Today, I will show you exactly how to change that pattern using a clear system anyone can understand immediately. My name is Max, and I teach ordinary Americans how to control money before money begins controlling their entire lives. If you are tired of feeling behind financially, this will be the simplest blueprint you have ever followed. We will walk through 7 financial destinations your money must reach every single payday in a precise priority order. This system removes confusion, eliminates emotional decisions, and builds wealth automatically, even when life becomes unpredictable. Before explaining the 7 destinations, I need you to understand why your money disappears so quickly every month. Most Americans treat their money like a chaotic free-for-all instead of an organized plan with clear instructions. According to Bankrate's 2024 survey, over 70% of Americans have no structured plan for their monthly paycheck. When money has no assignment, it wanders toward convenience, impulse purchases, subscription renewals, and emotional spending habits. Think of your money as a trained army that needs specific orders before accomplishing anything meaningful for your financial future. Without direction, your financial soldiers become ineffective and quietly disappear without defending your long-term stability. With direction, that same army becomes forceful, organized, and incredibly powerful at building real wealth over time. Many people think building wealth requires extreme sacrifice or living like a hermit who avoids all enjoyable experiences. But that idea is false because real progress comes from clarity and consistency, not deprivation and misery. You do not need to remove coffee, vacations, or social life. You simply need to assign money correctly before spending. So let me walk you through the first destination that protects your stability before anything else can grow successfully. Destination 1 is minimum debt payments, which form the foundation holding your entire financial structure safely in place. These payments include credit cards, car loans, student loans, and any other debt listed on your credit report. Missing even one payment can seriously damage your credit score, increasing future interest rates on everything you borrow. Experian reported in 2024 that a single missed payment can drop your credit score by 50 to 180 points. That drop makes mortgages, auto loans, and insurance significantly more expensive for several years afterward. Before spending a dollar on anything fun or optional, your minimum payments must always be fully covered without exception. Think of this step as paying the rent on your financial reputation so lenders continue trusting you long-term. Once those foundational payments are secure, you can move to Destination 2, which addresses essential living expenses. Destination 2 is necessities, the basic categories required for survival and functioning as a responsible member of society. Necessities include housing, food, transportation, utilities, and healthcare. Nothing more should be placed into this category. Many Americans mistakenly include entertainment, subscriptions, gym memberships, and coffee runs inside their necessities budget. But these are not survival expenses. They are lifestyle choices that belong in entirely different financial categories. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics in 2024, average American household essentials consume nearly 67% of income. This percentage far exceeds the recommended healthy threshold of 50% of gross income for long-term financial stability. When essentials rise too high, wealth becomes mathematically impossible because no leftover money remains for growth. You may need temporary sacrifice such as living with roommates, moving to a cheaper area, or driving an older vehicle. These decisions might feel uncomfortable at first, but they create powerful breathing room for your future financial progress. Once your necessities are controlled, you can move to Destination 3, which protects you from financial emergencies. Destination 3 is your emergency fund, a crucial shield preventing small problems from becoming financial catastrophes. Bankrate reported in 2024 that 56% of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency. Without an emergency fund, unexpected expenses force people into credit cards, creating long-term debt at dangerous interest rates. Your emergency fund should eventually cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses after consistent contributions over time. Do not let that number overwhelm you because every journey starts with the first $1,000 saved intentionally. Keep this fund inside a separate high-yield savings account, earning 4 to 5% annual interest. Keeping it separate prevents accidental spending while still allowing quick access during genuine emergencies. Once your emergency shield is established, your money can safely move to Destination 4, which focuses on retirement. Destination 4 is retirement contributions, including employer-sponsored plans that often offer valuable matching benefits. Fidelity reported in 2024 that the average employer match is approximately 4.7% of employee salary. Failing to contribute enough to receive the full employer match is equivalent to rejecting free compensation. Think of employer matching as guaranteed return on your contribution simply for participating in the retirement program. Time is the most powerful factor in long-term investing, beating both skill and income for wealth creation. Someone investing $50 monthly at age 25 often ends with more retirement wealth than starting at 35. Automate these contributions so they occur before you ever see the money, removing emotion from your decisions. Once your retirement plan is consistent, you move to Destination 5, eliminating high-interest debt aggressively. Destination 5 targets high-interest debt, especially credit cards with historically high 25% APR averages in 2024. This category includes payday loans, certain personal loans, and any revolving accounts charging more than 15% interest. High-interest debt works against you every single day, growing faster than most investments can keep up. If you pay only minimums on a $5,000 balance at high interest, repayment may take over 30 years. You can use the avalanche method or snowball method, depending on which motivates your financial habits better. Avalanche saves the most interest long-term by attacking the highest interest rate first. Snowball builds fast momentum by eliminating the smallest balance first, giving you psychological victory early. Choose the method you can stay consistent with because consistency matters more than mathematically perfect decisions. Once high-interest debt begins shrinking, you can finally progress to Destination 6, which builds tax-free wealth. Destination 6 is the Roth IRA, a retirement vehicle offering tax-free growth and incredibly powerful long-term benefits. In 2024, the IRS set the contribution limit at $6,500 for individuals under 50. Money inside a Roth IRA grows without future taxes, allowing enormous compounding over multiple decades. For example, contributing $500 monthly from age 25 can reach over $1.6 million. All that growth is tax-free, meaning the government never touches your investment gains inside the account. You cannot go back and make up missed contributions, so every year truly matters for your future wealth. Invest in low-cost broad market index funds to achieve steady diversification without requiring financial expertise. Once your Roth IRA contributions are steady, you can move to the final destination that builds long-term wealth. Destination 7 is taxable investing, the stage where your money begins building serious wealth beyond retirement accounts. Taxable investing allows flexible investing in stocks, real estate, bonds, commodities, or diversified index funds. Historical data shows the S&P 500 averaged over 10% annual returns during the past century. Avoid investing in products you do not understand because uninformed investing becomes expensive gambling. Beginners should start with broad index funds or ETFs offering instant diversification across hundreds of companies. Real estate investment trusts provide an alternative path for property exposure without dealing with tenants. The wealthy consistently buy appreciating assets while average consumers purchase items that lose value immediately. Once your investments begin growing, you will feel financial momentum supporting your long-term future. Now that you understand all 7 destinations, let me show how they work together in real life. Let me introduce Emily, a 29-year-old American earning $58,000 annually yet constantly struggling financially every single month. Emily carried nearly $9,000 in credit card debt, paying high interest rates without understanding how quickly the balance actually grew. Her paycheck disappeared within days because she paid bills randomly and reacted emotionally instead of following a structured priority system. After learning these 7 destinations, she immediately reorganized her payday routine using the exact step-by-step blueprint I am teaching you today. Her first action was automating minimum payments to protect her credit score and prevent unnecessary financial penalties from unexpected missed deadlines. She then evaluated her essentials and realized her housing and transportation costs consumed far more than recommended healthy percentages. By finding a roommate and switching to a used vehicle, she reduced essential spending by almost $500 each month. That single decision allowed her to begin building her emergency fund without relying on credit cards during unpredictable life events. Emily reached her first $1,000 emergency fund goal within 90 days using small but consistent automated transfers. With stability improving, she increased her retirement contribution enough to unlock her full employer match for the first time ever. She then targeted her highest interest credit card debt using the avalanche method, eliminating one entire balance within 5 months. Once the high interest debt pressure decreased, she opened her Roth IRA and funded it consistently every month. These steps allowed her to begin taxable investing for the first time, giving her real ownership of appreciating assets. After 6 months following this system, her credit card debt dropped dramatically to $2,700. She also built a $1,200 emergency fund and finally created a long-term investment routine she could trust. Emily's progress demonstrates how powerful these steps become when applied consistently, even without higher income or dramatic lifestyle changes. These destinations form a practical roadmap transforming financial chaos into control and predictable long-term progress. Now, let me guide you through a simple experiment showing why skipping these steps creates silent financial damage. Imagine ignoring your emergency fund and relying on credit cards whenever unexpected problems appear in your daily life. A single emergency expense forces high-interest debt growth, weakening your ability to invest or build long-term stability. Now imagine ignoring your employer match, leaving thousands of dollars in free compensation unused every single year. Over a decade, missing employer match contributions can easily cost between $20,000 and $35,000. Without structured priorities, 10 years of work can pass with almost no increase in your actual net worth. Most Americans unknowingly experience this quiet stagnation because no one teaches them how to assign money properly. These 7 destinations eliminate randomness and give your paycheck clear purpose, direction, and measurable long-term progress. But financial planning also requires psychological awareness because human behavior often disrupts otherwise intelligent decisions. Money triggers emotional reactions, making people overspend for comfort, stress relief, or temporary feelings of reward. That is why strict deprivation rarely works and usually leads to burnout followed by impulsive overspending. The solution is incorporating small controlled rewards that support discipline without destroying long-term progress. Celebrate milestone achievements such as paying off a credit card or reaching an emergency fund target. These small celebrations reinforce good habits and make financial discipline sustainable instead of exhausting. Another powerful psychological tool is automation, which removes emotional decision-making completely from your routine. Automatic transfers prevent hesitation, forgetfulness, and weak moments that often derail positive financial habits. Automating every destination ensures money goes exactly where it should without requiring daily motivation. Automation works because consistent behavior always outperforms inconsistent bursts of motivation over long periods. Set up automatic payments for minimum debts, retirement contributions, emergency fund deposits, and debt elimination plans. When everything runs on autopilot, your wealth grows even during stressful months or unexpected life challenges. This is how financially successful people operate. They rely on systems, not unpredictable emotional energy. Now, let me show you how these 7 destinations apply to a realistic monthly paycheck example. Imagine you earn $4,000 monthly after taxes and want a stable, intentional financial structure. Minimum debt payments might require $300, protecting your credit score and preventing future penalties. Keeping necessities under $2,000 ensures enough remaining income to build long-term financial momentum. $300 can fund your emergency account until reaching the initial $1,000 milestone quickly. Retirement contributions of approximately $240 secure your long-term wealth-building foundation. High-interest debt elimination could use $400 monthly to accelerate progress and reduce overall interest paid. Roth IRA contributions near $583 monthly allow you to maximize annual tax-free benefits. Remaining money can be used for taxable investments, gradually building a portfolio that strengthens long-term wealth. Over time, each destination supports the next, creating a powerful snowball effect of consistent progress. Your emergency fund stops emergencies from becoming disasters, allowing more money to remain available for investment. Reduced high-interest debt frees cash flow, accelerating your contributions to retirement and taxable investment accounts. Investments generate returns which compound and create additional financial strength with every passing year. This synergy builds increasing momentum, giving you a sense of control you may have never experienced before. Instead of reacting to financial problems, you begin anticipating them with confidence and preparation. Instead of wondering where your paycheck went, You now know exactly where every dollar is working. This transformation happens gradually but becomes noticeable surprisingly fast, often within the first 90 days. You will start feeling calmer, more organized, and significantly more optimistic about your long-term financial outlook. The system is flexible enough to adjust during difficult months without disrupting your entire financial plan. You can temporarily reduce contributions to certain destinations when income fluctuates or expenses increase unexpectedly. The key is protecting your priority order while adjusting amounts, ensuring your roadmap always remains intact. Life will inevitably deliver unpredictable moments, but your structured system will protect your progress. Emergencies become manageable events rather than major crises demanding debt or financial sacrifice. Investing becomes a calm habit instead of an intimidating mystery only experts understand. Debt becomes a temporary problem rather than a lifelong burden controlling every financial decision. Your paycheck becomes purposeful, consistent, and aligned with your long-term goals rather than emotional impulses. This system encourages steady improvement instead of dramatic overnight transformation that rarely lasts. Each step reinforces your financial identity, helping you think and behave more intentionally over time. As your wealth grows, you begin experiencing the quiet confidence financially secure people enjoy daily. You stop feeling panic before checking your bank account because you finally control the structure. You stop fearing unexpected expenses because you have a financial shield ready to protect you. You stop feeling left behind while others build wealth because you now follow a proven system. This shift empowers you to plan for bigger goals such as homeownership, travel, or early retirement. Financial clarity gives you energy, optimism, and freedom to make decisions without fear dominating your thoughts. Many people underestimate how emotional relief transforms the entire experience of managing money. When anxiety disappears, financial progress becomes easier, faster, and far more enjoyable. You begin viewing money as a supportive partner rather than a constant enemy draining your life. With every paycheck, you strengthen the habits shaping your long-term financial security. With every automated transfer, you quietly build wealth without relying on constant discipline. With every reduction in high-interest debt, you reclaim more of your future income. With every investment contribution, you increase the assets working for you around the clock. Over months and years, these actions accumulate into meaningful financial transformation. You will look back and feel grateful for beginning this journey earlier rather than waiting. You will recognize how these 7 destinations created the financial stability you always wanted. You will realize the system worked even during stressful or unpredictable life periods. You will understand wealth was never about luck or income alone, but clear daily habits. Real wealth comes from structure, patience, consistency, and intelligent long-term planning. That is why wealthy individuals follow systems and rarely depend on emotional decisions. Their systems protect them from randomness, uncertainty, and unnecessary financial mistakes. Now you have access to that same level of clarity and control for your own life. You simply need to follow the priority order carefully and trust the long-term process. Protect your foundation, limit your essentials, and always maintain your emergency fund. Secure your retirement contributions early because time matters more than income growth. Attack high-interest debt before it steals more of your financial future. Build tax-free wealth with your Roth IRA and maximize every available contribution. Use taxable investing to expand your long-term financial strength and freedom. Never underestimate the power of small monthly actions performed consistently over many years. Those small actions compound into financial safety, opportunity, and long-lasting generational impact. Wealth becomes predictable when you follow a reliable system instead of hoping for luck. Your paycheck becomes a strategic tool rather than a temporary source of stress and confusion. Every month becomes an opportunity to strengthen your financial stability instead of weakening it. Your future becomes brighter with every contribution, transfer, and disciplined financial decision. Your past mistakes lose power because your structured plan continually pushes you forward. Your confidence grows as your savings, investments, and financial clarity expand naturally. Your progress becomes visible, measurable, and deeply motivating as momentum builds. Your financial habits transform as you begin enjoying stability more than emotional spending. This stability influences your relationships, mental health, and overall life satisfaction. Many people say financial peace feels like finally being able to breathe freely again. You can create that feeling for yourself by following the blueprint I have shared. You deserve financial confidence, security, and wealth built on consistent, intelligent decisions. You deserve a plan that supports your dreams instead of sabotaging them silently. You deserve a future where your money works as hard as you do each day. These 7 destinations are your first step toward reaching that future with clarity and purpose. Begin applying them today so your next paycheck becomes the start of long-term transformation. Do not wait for the perfect financial moment because progress begins with small, immediate action. Every moment you delay slows the compounding benefits that build your future wealth. Start with one destination and gradually add each step until all seven operate seamlessly. Your financial life will strengthen dramatically once everything flows automatically to the right places. The system works because it removes guesswork and creates consistent, predictable results for ordinary people. Trust the structure, follow the order, and watch your financial situation steadily improve. Your future self will thank you for the disciplined choices you commit to today. Begin now. Stay consistent and transform your financial life with these 7 powerful payday destinations.